Hi, I'm Ed Mackoul, CEO of Mackoul Risk Solutions, and this is Ed-ucation. Today's question is, why does an association need cyber insurance? In this day and age, everyone has an exposure. So let's start with a co-op building, and then we'll go to a condo. Cooperatives have a larger exposure than a condominium simply because of the process involving a prospective buyer. They request a lot of information, which would include social security numbers, bank account information, driver's licenses, etc. So a breach of someone's personal data just has to have two pieces of personal information, and there's so much information that the co-op board has at that point that if that information were breached, they would need coverage for cyber in order to pay for such things as monitoring the breached person's credit, coverage for any lawsuits lodged against them. They would also have to hire a forensic to determine how the breach occurred. Now, this is just one person, so let's say that the association were breached and all had information on all of their shareholders and everyone's information were breached because it was an essential database. Well, then the association would again have to go through the same process, figure out how it happened. There could be lawsuits, and they would also have to do such things as monitoring credit. Okay. Condominiums have a little bit less of an exposure because they don't have the same process with prospective buyers. But in this day and age, everyone has a computer system, everybody has a phone, and all it takes is an email with some personal information in it that is breached. You lose your phone, you lose your iPad, and that could be a breach of someone's data. Okay? Now, taking the fact that a lot of associations these days have central computer systems that they use to store data, that could be breached. So it's not just a matter of having people's information breached, but you see every other day about some hacker who has gotten into a business, has encrypted their system, is now holding them for ransom, and in order for them to release the data, they have to pay, typically in Bitcoin, and then they're given, hopefully, a decryption code which allows them to get their data back. Well, the ransom would also be covered under the insurance policies. So insurance policies for associations cover basically two areas. Again, one, what they're responsible for in the event that someone's personal data is breached, and secondly, in the event that they are being held ransom for their information. So at the end of the day, every association has an exposure simply because paper is also covered. And when I say paper, if you have a paper file and it's got someone's driver's license or credit card information and you think you throw it out, but someone's gone through the garbage and pulls it out, data has just been breached and you need insurance coverage for that.